I get a lot of questions about what kind of curve do I have. So what exercises do I do? So we're going to go over that right now. We're going to start with a 3 curve. So this is a 3 curve. And in medical terms, it would be called an S curve. But for us, we're going to relate it to just how many curves are there in your spine. So it looks like this. Your head is here. And by the way, this is looking at you from the back, this way. And this would be the curve in your neck, which is the hardest to determine, and without an x-ray. And then there's a curve in your thoracic, or mid to upper back. And then there's a curve in your lumbar spine. So that's thoracic, that's lumbar. And then your sacrum here with your pelvis, generally with a 3 curve, we see more of the pelvis. Whoa, that looks not like a pelvis. Okay, that's 4 years of art school. Okay, so the pelvis is a little bigger or appears wider on the side of the lumbar spine. So you have 2 noticeable curves generally, and that would be the thoracic and the lumbar curve. And they're noticeable in the sense that usually the x-ray is done from here to about there, so you see the thoracic and the lumbar spine, but they're also noticeable when you're getting dressed in the morning. I notice that this side of my back sticks out farther than the other side of my back in the upper spine. And then the opposite is true in the low back. This side sticks out more than that side. So sticking out, you could say that's a convexity, so it comes out, and also a convexity in the lumbar spine. The neck, we assume there's a curve there because you're not standing on your head. I've never met anyone with scoliosis standing on their head. And if you didn't have a neck curve, this curve would continue and your head would be down here and you would be smiling, but you would be standing on your head. So we know there's a compensating curve there. So 3 curve, you have 1, you have 2, you have 3 curves. The pelvis appears larger or sticks out or juts out on the same side as that lumbar curve, and that's your 3 curve. One more quick thing here. I'll show you what it looks like with my skeleton. This is my skeleton, and so from the back we have the thoracic curve, we have the lumbar curve, we have a neck correction, and then the pelvis, which you can't really see with this because it doesn't move, it juts out on the same side as the lumbar spine. So from the back, it would look like this. The thoracic, the lumbar, and the hip goes in the direction of the lumbar. All right, so I hope that helps. If that resembles what you think you might have, that's a 3 curve. It might help you decide on what exercises to do. Regardless of what exercises you choose, you're going to be just fine. Just really focus on elongation and then strengthening once you get there. And before we leave, Gus wants to say hi. He's very excited to be here today. Say howdy. Smile. Smile. Say bye-bye.